David on board the Disney Wonder. I'm Melissa.
Hi, I'm Jillian.
Hi, I'm David.
And together we're DISventures. I have several medical conditions that limit my mobility. I call myself an ambulatory wheelchair user. I use a wheelchair or a mobility scooter anytime I'm outside the house in order to get around. I like to say that we're a disability lifestyle and travel.
We do videos on theme parks, cruise ships, and other places that we visit.
But come with us on our next adventure. This is our third day on the ship. It was our Cozumel day, our port day, and like I just said in the clip, Pirate Night. The Disney ships do Pirate Night, where they do fireworks at sea, and Disney is the only one that does fireworks at sea. And we have so much more than that coming up in this video. But first, this video is sponsored by Surfshark, a VPN. It is so important nowadays to protect your internet privacy and your data, especially if you're out using public networks. We do this using Surfshark. It's a VPN that allows you to protect this information when using public networks. If you subscribe through our link below, you will get 2 months free and a discount on your plan, and we will make a small commission. So port days are fun because you can either stay on the ship and experience whatever activities and stuff they're doing that day on the ship. You don't have to get off. Or you can get off and explore on your own or do an excursion. So we decided, I was looking at the excursions and there wasn't a whole lot that was really handicap friendly. So we decided we were just going to kind of get off and explore on our own. Cozumel has this visitor center at the port where the cruise ships go that has like shops and some restaurants and stuff that you can go look at without really leaving the port area. When you get off the ship, you will need your ID and your cruise card. Yep. To get off the ship and then to get back on. That's one of the ways they keep track of who's on the ship and who's off. And then you're not allowed to bring in fruits or meats into Mexico from the ship, so make sure you don't have anything like that in your bag, or they will take it from you when you get off. You're not allowed to have any of that stuff. So we had a lady behind us that had grabbed a banana from the buffet and was going to bring it with her as a snack, and they took it from her. They don't allow it. So it was very beautiful, the water, I thought, off of Cozumel. It was this very beautiful blue color, and I love just sitting there, even just looking at the water. I really wanted to get in. I wanted to put my feet in the water, but
we couldn't make it happen, sadly.
That was not in the cards, but that's okay. Maybe I'll have another opportunity someday to do that. But we just kind of were looking around all the shops and stuff at the visitor center.
The orange and black blur that you just saw was Dad.
Yeah. So
Mom's really good at getting our butts in video frame.
Well, the video is at my eye level, which unfortunately in the wheelchair is at everybody else's butt level. So that's kind of what you get, is butt level.
This is one of the stores that we got some tequila at, and we got Dad's friend some whiskey, right? It was whiskey.
Yeah. And so we were walking around. It's not super flush and wheelchair friendly. Keep in mind that other countries don't have the wheelchair laws and requirements that we have here in the handicap accessibility. So it's not super wheelchair handicap friendly, but it is to some extent. Also, we were having trouble with the elevator because, and luckily I remembered this, but in our country the ground floor is normally 1. In other countries they start the ground floor at 0. So like David was pressing 1
trying to go down,
and it kept us on the same level we were because we were on the 2nd level. And I remembered that other countries do it as 0. So I pushed 0 and we went down. And the elevator at this place wasn't operating so great anyway. There was like some trick to it that we had to go find out. And initially when we were using it, it was kind of weird. But we did get it figured out and were able to go upstairs and then back down again. There were lots of artisans with different, like the little surfboard spray paint things, which are super cute. There was leather workers, the cigarettes, cigars, alcohol people.
Lots of alcohol.
And of course, just your like trinkety type stuff. I got this key holder that says Cozumel with like a little cruise ship on it. And
she got a tote bag.
I did, with like a spray paint design on it that said Cozumel. We got little snow globes for Jillian and my sister that had little dolphins in it that said Cozumel on it. We just got some little like trinkety souvenir type things. And of course we went and took our picture with the big Cozumel sign that they have, and it's super colorful and cute for photos.
And then I tried to hop up on top of it, but I slipped and fell, and that was funny.
I did not get that on video.
Sadly. that would have been funny. But yeah, I was trying to do this like super cool like slide up onto the top, and then
wait, was
that
Cozumel or was that Cabo?
I don't remember, but it was one of the two.
I think it was Cabo.
Okay.
So that's going to come up
in a
few videos further, because I think that was actually Cabo and not Cozumel.
Yeah, because Dad wasn't there.
Yeah. So that's going to come up when we get to our carnival trip here in a few videos, so watch out for that. So this trip was actually the end of February.
This is the Cozumel sign we were just talking about. Oh yeah, it was the Cabo sign, because the Cabo sign had that like slope up.
Mm-hmm. And, like, we had talked about, they had people out there that, of course, were selling excursions. And we talked about renting one of the bus taxi people to give you the tour.
This is the water.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about doing it, but we ultimately decided just to head back to the ship and go have lunch.
Because we were all hungry.
And tired.
And getting a little cranky.
And they were still requiring masks to be worn. Now, most of the locals weren't, but the government was asking anyone getting off a cruise ship to wear a mask all the time. So we were still wearing masks at this point. I don't know if they still are now, but at this point they were. So we were all wearing masks. And we were just having... At
the time the video that we're showing you was recorded, they were required.
Yes.
At the time of filming, we don't know.
At the time we're getting the video up, we don't know. But at the time we filmed the video, it was. So, and since it's an island surrounded by water, it's very humid. We're from Arizona, where the air tends to be very dry, so we were all having trouble breathing.
And the fact that we were breathing water through our masks, because that's basically what it was not helping. Yeah, because our masks were all soaked. We were
sweating to death and having a hard time breathing. So we ultimately decided to go back to the cruise ship. We did kind of walk out and try to see if we could get anywhere else, but unfortunately, it basically led out to like a road. And we decided not to risk just walking on the road, because there wasn't like a paved sidewalk or anything like you would find in the U.S. It literally just led out to a road. And also that you'll find these like senior frogs at most of the Mexican ports. So if you like that kind of brand, you'll find them at most of the cruise ports. In Mexico. We did not go in, but they're like a bar and restaurant. They play music and kind of a place to like just get off the ship and get something to eat, something to drink. But we didn't end up doing any of that. We just decided, we did take water with us off the ship, and we're all drinking a lot of water because of how humid it was. And even in February, it was still pretty warm. So heat, humidity doesn't make for good breathing, especially when you're wearing a mask. And we all pretty much have lung issues anymore. I have my asthma, and then I'm also having problems, long-term problems from having COVID, and so is David with breathing. So we just decided we were going to get back on the ship. So we got back on the ship, and we ordered lunch from room service and because Cabanas was closed at this point at like 2 p.m. and it was after 3 when we got back on the ship.
This is the spot that we turned around because the little bit of sidewalk that was over there was like really broken, and Mom was like, I don't know about that, and Dad's like, I don't know about that either, and Dad's
he went down there a little bit further and was looking and said it, determined it wasn't really safe, so we went back, and then it was pirate night, so they had out our pirate bandanas when we got back there.
Which I don't think any of us wore. I know we, kept them in the room, but I don't think any of us wore them.
I had mine tied around my wrist, I think. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to mention. It is normal in Mexico to taste test alcohol.
Yeah, so you can go, hey, I want to taste this vodka, and they'll open it and pour you a little out of like a taster bottle, because they have like a taster bottle, and pour a little bit into this like little plastic sample cups, and you can like take like a little drink of it to like see if you'll like it. We did that with the creme tequilas. We ended up purchasing a little like sampler pack of 4. We got offered to like try like some Jack Daniels and like some other stuff, like Sky. I think a Sky was another one that we were offered to taste, and Mom was like, I kind of want to try this tequila, and then this lady walks up and with the cups, and she like opened it and poured Mom a little thing and was like, here you go. And we were all like, oh, okay, that's a thing.
No, I already knew it was a thing. I was not surprised at all. You were, but I was not. I already knew it was a thing. So,
this was room service. This is the food.
Also a note, Mickey bars, the ice cream bars are not on the menu, but you can get them through room service on any of the Disney ships. It's included. No extra charge. 24 hours a day. So make sure you order yourself Mickey bars.
7 days a week.
Well, yeah, whenever you're on the ship. So, make sure you order yourself some Mickey bars. My favorite thing from room service was the all hands on board, the cheese plate. I really liked that one.
I thought all hands on deck cheese plate?
All hands on deck. Yeah, that's what it's called. I think that was my favorite thing we got from room service.
Yeah. So we got some, like, basic sandwiches, and I got this, like, thing of mac and cheese, and it wasn't the greatest mac and cheese in the world. Like, Disney can do better.
That's true.
Because it was pirate night, they had a fireworks display, which Disney's the only cruise line in the world that does fireworks from the ship.
Yeah. And, the restaurants do, at least on the Wonder, vibrate a bit because they're in the back of the ship, and the ships vibrate apparently in the back. I did not know this. But they do. They vibrate pretty bad. So if you are going to be on the Wonder, have a ship either forward or mid. Do not get an aft one. And we are going to be talking about the food right here. Jillian's spilling her soup all over her.
I'm not.
Not yet. David's eating his salad. I had steak pretty much every night.
She did.
I'm a steak person. Jillian had pasta pretty much every night.
It's the only thing that really sounded good. Sue me.
And by this point, by dessert, I was already back in the room. It was them. They brought me back. The servers packed up my dessert and brought me back my dessert to the room so I could enjoy my dessert. We had amazing talent animal, and of course Pirate Night is when they launch the fireworks, which is called Happily Ever After at Sea, I guess. And I could actually somewhat see them from our room. I went out on the balcony that we had. We were in an aft balcony cabin, and I could somewhat see it. I'm going to show some video right here. This is what I could see from our balcony cabin. After laying down for a bit, I did feel a little bit better, so I went out and watched a few minutes of it from our cabin. And then David and Jillian were up on deck. The best views is deck 10 and 11, and this is their view up there.
We were on 11.
And, of course, the chocolate that night was pirate coins, which Jillian loves. And we just want to take this time to thank you so much for watching our videos. And it was also the second to last night, so they handed us our things to give out to our server and our hostess. And we had such a fun trip. And if you're new here,
welcome to the crew.
And make sure you hit that subscribe for us. We're trying to get to 700 subscribers by the end of this month. That's our goal. Again, thanks so much for watching. Have a magical day.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video or go live.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Pinterest.
You can support us on our Patreon. We have tiers starting at $1 per month.
Thank you for all your support. If you want to see more, click the video in your right-hand corner.